Hello Dragons, I'm Izzy here with your reminder report. Welcome to our fourth show of the season. It's fall time, which means the weather is getting cooler and the leaves are changing. Well, not in Florida. This also means that the first quarter of school will be coming to an end. Curriculum night was a success. It was also virtual this year. Also, progress reports came out last Friday, so you still have time before the quarter ends to get it together if you're not where you need to be academically. Next, our district-wide expectation is SAFE. Safe, accountable, fidelity, and excellence. Students should be in mind of this acronym when wearing their mask. Also, students should always come to school wearing their ID. If you do not have an ID, use the QR code posted on your teachers' classrooms. Finally, remember, September's monthly mindset is courage, so make sure this week you do something that frightens you. We have an awesome show planned for you today. This week, we learn more about the fall holidays coming up. We remember 9/11 and Jacob shows us what's happening in the sports. So let's get going. Now on to Jacob with sports.
It's that time of year again. The first NFL game happened on Thursday, September 9th at 8:20 p.m. between the Dallas Cowboys and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. The final score of this game was 31-29 with the Buccaneers coming out on top. On the other side of sports in the MLB, it's almost awards time. The frontrunner for the American League MVP is Shohei Ohtani of the Los Angeles Angels, while the frontrunner for the National League MVP is Fernando Tatis Jr. of the San Diego Padres. Finally, for the last part of the sports section of the news, it's almost playoff time in baseball. It will be exciting to see who walks away with the World Series ring in October.
Hi Dragons, this week we have Thursday off to celebrate a fall holiday. Many students might think this is just a random day off. However, it marks a special day for many Jewish people.
Yom Kippur is a holiday to mark the 10 days of awe. Yom Kippur is often referred to as the Day of Atonement. This day is known as the holiest day of the Jewish calendar.
During this day, people who celebrate this holiday do not go to school or work. Many people decide to fast for 25 hours and do not wear makeup, perfume, and leather shoes. They wear all white.
The holiday gives people time to reflect, pray, and ask God for forgiveness.
When Yom Kippur comes to an end, you break your fast and celebrate with your family and friends.
I hope you learned something new today about Yom Kippur.
We are here to remember the lives tragically lost on that fateful day, September 11th, 2001. At 8:46 that morning, the first plane hit the North Tower of the World Trade Center. 17 minutes later, the second plane flew into the South Tower. A little under 2 hours later, they had collapsed, with most of those inside tragically losing their lives in the process. Across the four planes hijacked, almost 3,000 lives were lost and thousands more were injured. To understand this tragedy a bit more, here's our very own Mr. Barker, who was a reporter on the scene.
Hi, Mr. Barker. I'm here to interview him about 9/11. Do you have any key details that are most memorable to you about this day?
Everything. I was a New York reporter, in New York City. I was actually in New Jersey at the time. My station was actually in Secaucus, New Jersey. And we looked up on the monitor and saw that one of the planes had come into the tower, so I quickly ran out of the station, but everything was shut down by that point. I paid $1,000 cash to a boat captain to get me across the river and my photographer. And then we had to walk all the way down, about 5 miles down to lower Manhattan. And we saw towers coming down and people jumping out of the towers and all of that as we were going over. But when we got down there, the police kept us out, which they shouldn't have really, but they were really angry, which I can kind of understand. So we decided to follow firefighters, and about 12:30 that afternoon, about 2 hours and maybe a little bit more after the towers had come down, we got in. And so I was really among the first crews to get into ground zero that day. Yeah, we just came around the corner. It was just, I still can't describe it. I called it an entrance to hell. Just the ugliness of the environment. But then you'd have these world-class chefs came out and giving meals out and throwing water to everybody and oranges and things like that. There were a bunch of iron workers from New Jersey, I remember. It looked like the end of a movie because they just came marching in and they said, what can we do? So we saw that day. That stuff was already going on. So there was a lot of beautiful things too.
It's insane. So you remember it all so clearly, like it happened yesterday.
Yeah, I remember everything. Yeah, every moment. Yeah, because I've done a lot of cool things, wars and O.J. Simpson and Michael Jackson. I did a lot of big stories in my career, but that one was just, again, I can't even explain it. I mean, I can't really describe it. I can tell you what I saw, but it's hard to describe.
Hi Dragons, I'm Kira, here to inform you about new information at the Dawn. Let's start with brag tags. There's a whole list of books that are great reads. The Unteachables, Wildfire, A Wish in the Darkness, The Miscalculations of Lightning Girl, Coop Knows the Scoop, Becoming Muhammad Ali, Cleo Porter and the Body Electric, The Unsung Hero of Birdsong, Jinxed, When the Stars Are Scattered, Clean Getaway, Me and Banksy, Bloom, Bouncing Back, and finally Charlie Throne in The Last Equation. These are all the books included in the S4E3 book list. Each time a book is proved to be read, then the student will get a brag tag. You are able to collect all 15 for a chance for a prize. The intent bracelets are a chance to start conversation. There is a metal ring which comes in different colors, then a black string to tie it. Each bracelet has a different word on it to fit each student. Examples are brave, shine, kindness, and many more. Students can have something to encourage them to always be their best selves and work hard to achieve ambitious goals. They will be available soon. We will let you know.
When Thursday and Friday came, more than 60 students of Don Estridge's 2021-2022 beginning band came into the band room, excited to receive new instruments and finally begin playing. The total number of new musicians includes at least 20 woodwinds, 15 brass, 2 electric basses, and at least 5 percussion. The music in our halls only gets louder from here. I'm Jay, reporting for DNN.
Well, Dragons, that was our show. We hope you enjoyed it and learned a lot. Make sure you like this week's YouTube video and subscribe to our channel. Follow us on Twitter at YBKDE. Have an amazing week and see you next time.